Welcome to Gentrification Simulator, all of you property moguls and aspiring tycoons. You have been generously given a rare opportunity to claim the greatest power this land has ever known. The stakes are high, but you could be the one who wins it all.
Welcome! We've had a wonderful opportunity to develop a new cityscape on this beautiful plot of native land. I'm sorry that our CEO, who you are both familiar with, is unable to attend today. However, I hope that you can accept me in her place. Just a reminder that I am an unpaid intern, so please make sure that you send through feedback to my CEO. And if it is negative feedback, I'd prefer it that you keep it to yourself. So I'll just see if I've got any further messages from her before we continue.
We at the council have decided to grant you a free property this turn. You can thank us later, haha. Each turn, you will be responsible for providing a home to your growing population. We at the council do not believe in homeless people. Now give those lucky dice a roll. Blessings are to be bestowed on you who roll 4 or over. A brand new property is yours, setting trends already. For those who have rolled a 3 or less, better luck next time.
Thank you, madam. Okay, so as is the way of the natural order, the oldest always goes first. So I believe that is you, Miss Miriam.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm ready to colonize this land. I'm going to put my free property here. Then I'm going to roll. Yes! Okay, get a second property. I'm going to put it... I'll put it over here. And then I'm going to put 1 meeple in each of them. There we go.
Okay, and your turn, Sir Rob.
Yep, so I'm going to put my free property just out here. And then I'm going to roll the dice. And I'm on a 3, so sadly no new property for me. But I will put my 2 meeples in the 1 property.
Excellent. Well, I've got new neighbours. That's fantastic. Make sure to take good care of your tenants. After all, they are paying your bills. And I guess it's turn 2 then. So, Miss Miriam, would you like to take another roll?
These people should feel lucky that they get to live in these houses. I work hard for this. Being a landlord is really difficult. Oh, I get another property. Look at that. I'm just going to put that over here. And I'm just going to pop 2 little guys in there. There we go.
And your turn, Sir Rob?
Yep, so I'm going to roll the dice. I got a 5, so I get to add on another property, which is good news. So I'm going to be a bit adjacent to the previous household. And then add my 2 little meatballs. So they've got some neighbours.
I'm aiming for maximum urban sprawl. There's plenty of room for golf courses, just put it that way.
Yes, excellent. So I believe that my boss has sent me a new message to share with you both. So let's see what she has to say.
The beginnings of a city are forming, and it's time to take care of our meeples' health needs. Congratulations to leader of the pack. Your early property management skills have set you up for success, and we believe you deserve a reward. We have built a hospital right by your developments, and because you have the finest properties in town, you can now fit up to 7 meeple per property. Very well done. You deserve to be commended.
So we have developed a healthy homes incentive in your area, which means that each of your properties are now able to have an upgrade. You will be upgraded to mansions for free.
Oh, nice. Here we go. I've got some right here. Mansions for me.
And And instead of a 6-person home limitation, you are now able to have up to 7 people per household.
Brilliant.
Remember, we do not believe in homeless people. So you will see on your cards that you have been designated a graveyard in case you have any of your tenants die. There is only 20 slots available in the graveyard before you're named and shamed. But I'm about to be careful. I feel like I'm overstepping a little bit. So let's go on. I believe it is the next turn.
Oh, would you look at that? I get another property. I think I'm just going to build a little mansion right here. Let's give this one 2 new residents. This one's actually a dog, but he considers it a person.
Oh, it's his
Fur baby.
fur baby. Ah, yes.
Anyway.
Anyway, I believe there might be a clause on your tenancy agreement. I'm not sure if that was something that you put in yourself. No child policy clause.
Yeah, you know. I just think kids mess the place up.
That's true. You don't want to have your investment hampered with. So Rob, is it your turn now?
I believe it is. So hopefully, I've been struggling a bit so far, but hopefully my luck turns around. Oh,
Too bad.
good.
Oof.
Yeah, it's gonna have to start packing people in these places, and hopefully it doesn't get too hairy.
I see that your tenants do not have a no child policy. So you can see that at the moment Miriam has mansions developing and you don't.
Well, look, my the tenants I get along with are family people. They have mentioned they have looked in having children in the future.
Oof, well that's your first mistake.
I think that my boss has sent a new message. Let's see what she has to say.
It's time for us to check in on you again and see how your properties are performing. Our VIP is creating a great standard in setting up some glistening mansions. Great job! How are the populations going in everyone's household? Don't forget that our standard properties can only take 6 occupants or 7 in the Healthy Homes District. Don't neglect your Meeples occupancy levels. Our population is starting to require the need of a waste center, so we at the council have decided to set an incentive to our lagging developer into trying harder by setting up our community landfill at their doorstep. There is an increased sanitation risk being so close to a landfill, so surrounding households will only be permitted 5 meeples from now on.
Oh, that's a bit rough.
So I believe that is my boss agreeing with me that you might want to consider a no child policy. After all, it is not the tenant's home. It is still primarily an investment and should be treated as such. Your tenants are now living in a contaminant zone.
It's tough, but these are the times.
You do tend to create what you put in. I would be really careful with the decisions that you make over the next couple of turns. And
Yes.
I think you really need to start thinking about developing more properties.
Yes, well, hopefully I get luck on my side and just get in the numbers I need.
I believe it is Miss Miriam's turn.
Oh, look at that lovely 5 there. Alright. Well, I'm just going to pop a little mansion right there.
And Mr. Rob, I believe it's your turn now.
I believe it is. Hopefully, here goes nothing. Oh, well, there you go.
Congratulations, Mr. Rob. I see the incentive is showing you purpose.
Yes, well, I'm gonna try and start venturing out of the slums there and, see if I can expand my horizon.
Excellent.
So-
Potentially developing that policy we were discussing.
Yes, so I am going to move to slightly more greener pastures.
I will let you know, Mr. Rob, in case you weren't already aware, if you placed your house in the Healthy Homes District, that will give you more residential space. If you like to potentially move there instead, we can destroy that property. Don't worry about the land that it was on. And
Grab a mansion.
Yeah, grab a mansion while you're at it and
Come and join the pretty people over here.
Yes.
In the green zone.
I will build up a little nice mansion just here near Ms. Miriam's neighborhood. Hopefully she doesn't mind some outsiders.
The scum moving in.
And I have a lovely couple who managed to just win the lottery recently, who will now move into your area.
those are
New money. Excellent.
And that's my turn.
I have received a message. I believe that there is some news coming in from my boss.
Our coffers are overflowing, and it's time we invest in our commercial interests. BlackRock has generously proposed an initiative that we at the council knew was too grand an opportunity to say no to. An exciting new business district is opening within walking distance to our leading players' properties, allowing all players who develop property in this area to try their luck on a chance dice. This action is permitted once per property established within the district. Any dice roll above 4 wins a free property. Better yet, if you place the new property within the same district and roll again above a 4, that's 2 new properties guaranteed within 1 turn. Can anyone say cha-ching?
Oh, would you look at that?
Fortunes bestow upon you, Miriam.
Yes, it's Lady Miriam.
Lady Miriam, excellent. Lady Miriam, you can roll the dice twice.
Just a little cheeky roll there. Oh, that's all right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Here we got a lovely 5. Just going to pop a house here. And then I roll again. Oh, too bad.
And Rob, Mr. Rob, it's your turn, I believe.
Please, it's so Rob. Huh?
I don't believe so. Not currently, at least.
Well, look, I may be down on hard times right now, but I'll let you know that hopefully things will start looking up.
Okay, well, we'll see.
All right.
What will be your next choice, Mr. Rob?
So I've got a mansion that can fit some people at least. So I am going to have this young European backpacking couple. They're going to share some luxury space with a young lottery winning couple.
Nice bit of Airbnb action there.
Well, yes, we thought that with all that space, they don't, it's quite big space for 2 people. Might as well, sublet it a little bit.
Excellent. Well, I'm just doing a quick property and meeple check. Your property so far, I believe that you potentially can convert the pantry space to another bedroom, and if you were wanting to continue on with the Airbnb, but do keep an eye on your slum area.
Yes. I know they're still going through rough times, but they're managing thus far. So
excellent. Just make sure that they keep having that rent come through to you. You don't want to miss out on developing your investments further.
yes, indeed.
Let's see. Yes, I believe there has been another message come through, so let's play that now.
Breaking news. It has come to our attention that while we have been developing a warm, welcoming, and prosperous community, unfortunately, not all members of this community have decided to conform to the standards of a courteous society. There has been a recent increase in theft originating from the households of our lagging property developer. As such, we have had to make the hard decision to place a correctional facility in the derelict neighborhood. Law and order must be maintained for the overall benefit and growth of a well-mannered society. Our probation program requires our recovering criminals to be homed within monitoring distance from the prison. So each property, both existing and new within the prison zone, will be required to make a risk dice roll. Any roll under 3 will be required to home an additional meeple from the probationary service.
Oh dear.
So I believe that is 2 risk dice rolls that you need to make, and any roll underneath 3 will need to take on an additional meeple. As we discussed earlier, there might be certain stringencies that you'll need to be placing on those tenants because they seem to be getting away with a lot.
Yes. Well, I will I will take those risk rolls now for both properties.
Mhm.
So here I go. Hopefully can try and avert the situation. So I have moved one of the ex-prisoners in with our current families into one of our lower class properties.
And the second one as well?
Yes. Well, look, unfortunately, I have tried to talk to this other family, and they are very strongly against housing an ex-prisoner due to their own safety reasons. So I have managed to convince this family to bring them in, but unfortunately, they are very bordering on very dangerous limitations that I know that we have in play.
We don't believe in the value of kindness. Doesn't tend to play out well in your favour.
I'm afraid not. No.
So hopefully that's a lesson for all to have here as we continue into our next turn. Lady Miriam, I believe it is yours.
Yes, I believe it is. Oh, would you look at that?
Well, someone's smiling.
Pop that one on here.
Someone's smiling very highly at you today.
Yes, it's God, actually.
I thought you seemed like a religious man.
Yes, it's all about the power of prayer, you see. See, because
Blessings upon you, Miriam.
Yes, because I'm a good person, good things happen to me. That's how it works. And that's why we don't take in the trash, Robert.
Oh.
We take out the trash. I think you've misunderstood. Oh, and there we go. Just a pop little mansion over here. Now, I just want to make sure that this riffraff can't move into my neighbourhood, so I'm leaving some squares here so that his houses won't fit.
Oh, that's why I like one of the golf courses, I believe.
Yes, that's right. This is actually a dog park.
A dog park?
Yes, for this dog here.
Oh, right, of course. Yes, the
Yes.
dog.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna... It doesn't really matter where they go, does it?
not really.
No. Just gonna put that there. There we go. It's your turn, Rob. Oh, by the way, before we do, could I have a privilege card for this office block?
Oh, yes, of course,
Yes,
of course.
I know what it is, but I like to look at my privileges.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, thank you.
It's always nice to check your privilege.
It's lovely. Feels good.
All right. Yes, I shall take my role, and I will try and follow Lady Miriam's example.
Yes, do try.
Well done, Mr. Rob.
Oh well, look, things slowly coming around again. I would like to set up a nice additional mansion to that area. That dog park really does sound promising, and I just got the perfect two tenants: a nice young lady and her dash hound. So I am going to move him just on the edge of town here.
Likely story, that Dachshund's probably a mutt.
Oh well,
Do you
she
have
definitely
the
has a
pedigree
bite.
papers by any chance?
I do, yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I will forward them over to you. I just got them sent in an email.
Excellent, that's very good.
Yeah, so yeah, they're a very lovely pair, and I'm sure they'll fit in nicely within Miss Miriam's neighborhood.
I believe we have received a message. Let me see what my boss has to say.
We at the council are so pleased to see all the young and eager meeples that have been sprouting up in our developing neighborhoods. It is truly a joy to announce the opening of Gentrify High, a school for future leaders. Go the Gents! As a part of this quality education event, we are offering a free reproduction course for these younglings, as a healthy start is a happy start, and teenage pregnancy is on the rise. For developers with property in the Gentrify High district, give the dice a chance roll, once per property, existing or new, to see whether your kids have listened, and for a roll of 4 or more, you will be providing a home for one less meeple that turn.
Alright. So it's my turn, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so I'll take my chance roll first. Ooh, there we go. One less meeple pick up this turn. And let's roll again for a house. Oh, there we go.
Wonderful.
Lovely house.
One house, one maple.
So, let's just put another house over here next to these people. We can put one meeple in there. Country living.
Beautiful estate there. It's quite lovely.
Yes, it's gated.
Mr. Rob, I believe that there is an opportunity. You may be able to secure the same privilege of joining the high school as well as developing another mansion.
Oh, drat, I should have blocked him out.
Yes, well, let's hope the numbers are in my favor. Well, there you go. So, nice new mansion. You know, I might be blocking off Lady Miriam's neighborhood there, which I do apologize, but when opportunity strikes. And I believe that earns me a chance roll. Now I'm next to the education district.
That's correct, Sir Rob.
Excellent. Well, let's see how I go.
Oh, crumbs.
Oh, fantastic.
I believe that my boss has sent in some news of further developments.
Excellent, I love that woman.
Business is booming, and we are having trouble keeping up to demands. Great fortune and prosperity are in all our grasps if we can meet our production demands. The state government has recently announced that the labor laws surrounding minimum income and working age have been recently renegotiated, and unions have been outlawed. This surprisingly coincides with our manufacturing district opening. Of course, correlation is not causation. We have noticed an increase in teen pregnancy within the properties of the lagging player, so we will be setting up our manufacturing district to best financially support all the members of their growing families. The manufacturing zone attracts growing families, who will now be gaining a total of 3 meeple per turn. 6 meeple property limitation still applies in standard homes, 7 for Healthy Homes District, and 5 in the contaminant zone.
Okay, so
It's going to be a bit rough for them. They're not going to be too happy about that.
Well, that's going to push that house past its occupancy level, isn't it?
it looks like it potentially pushed both houses past its occupancy level.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens in Rob's next turn.
Duchess Miriam, I believe it is your turn.
Oh, thank you. Yes, here we go. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Suppose we'll build another mansion. Pop it right there.
So Rob, I believe it is your turn.
Well, thank you. Oh, excellent. A new property to look into. And I think I do see some space for another mansion there.
Yes, there is.
Gun moving into our neighbourhood.
Yes, so I believe I will mosey on into that tight little space there.
How are my sculptors supposed to make art with your stench?
They
Up their
might be
backyard?
able to use the theme of the underprivileged, to...
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Now, I do have another young artist couple who I would get along great with the previous couple that just moved in.
I doubt it.
But unfortunately, I am coming to hard grips with this family here next to the factory. Although I have told them about the new limitations, they are still very stubborn and do not want any more tenants in their household. Yeah, so, and unfortunately, I can't seem to find any space for this one. He's a bit of a hoodlum. So, look, I've come to no choice, and I've tried to bring him into this family, but the ex-prisoners got a bit wild. I'm afraid that has come with casualties. A family, 2 ex-prisoners, and 1 young hoodlum who we suspect did start the fire.
We can give you a free property, Duchess Miriam.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
May have something to do with a foreclosure on a former household.
Oh, I see. Yes, right. And can I put this property anywhere I want?
Of course.
Oh, all right. Well, I suppose I'll pop it in the mansion district then. There we go. Leave another space for a park there. There we go. Excellent. So that's our turn ended for this round, I think.
And just in time, I seem to have received an update from my boss.
A certain standard of life is becoming achievable for the more refined members of the community who have petitioned for the opening of a beautiful theater, a crown jewel in the heart of the arts district. We have decided to honor our leading player by naming the theater after them and erecting a statue in their honor for all to admire and aspire towards. Congratulations to our most illustrious leading player. You are worthy of every praise and your name will go down in history. The more mature and established members of the community are attracted to the theater district, which will require only one meeple pickup per turn now.
So that is a permanent upgrade for you, Duchess Marion.
So I only pick up one meeple per turn forever. Could I have my little privilege card, please? So I don't forget. Also, Rob's still making chance rolls to pick up one less meeple. We forgot to do that last turn, but I suppose if you snooze, you lose.
Is that correct?
Yes. But I also picked up an extra meeple, so I suppose it evens itself out.
Well, fair enough. I thought that was just a one-time only thing.
Oh, yeah, well, you got to check your privilege. Now, oh, 5, look at that. Now, let's see. There's one more spot in the mansion district that I'm going to snap up right here. Okay.
Beautiful.
And one meeple. There we
Congrats to you.
go. Thank you. I deserve this.
You do, my queen.
I worked really hard.
So Rob, I believe it is your turn.
Excellent.
Oh, wow, look who's moving up in life.
Yes.
Those policies of yours really do help.
I believe they've given me a bit of a grand opening. Just hopefully it gives me a bit of advantage. I've got a nice household here that seems very interested in that theatre district.
Ooh.
I believe that the theatre has yet to be named, and we would love for you to do the honour of naming the theatre.
Well, I want to name it something extremely classy. So I'm going to name it the Hans Christian Mozart Barcatorium.
Excellent. We'll have to use an abbreviation for that potentially.
Yeah, you can just call it the Barky.
The Barky.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful! I love that.
Yeah.
We can start the Barky Awards.
Yeah, everyone knows that Hans Christian Mozart Bach is the best composer.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Hey, does he happen to know Ludwig van Beethoven by any chance?
No, Rob. We don't listen to that sort of music in this theatre.
Anyway,
What am I doing?
well, look, I would like to look into the theatre district, but I do see there is still some space in the education district. So I think I might just tuck into the little corner here. There we are.
Oh, he's going to give it both. There we go.
Yeah. So I just figured best of both worlds, you know, in case we've got any tenants who'll be interested in theatre and education.
Well, for that property, you can have a roll to see whether the children have listened to your advice on sex education by the abstinence rules. So would you like to give a dice roll and see if you will only be picking up?
Looks like I'm stuck to back to 2 meatball. That's fine.
Okay, well,
And I can move these two into this recent new property I've just added in.
With the recent establishment of Channel 4's GEN News, we have been able to better protect the genteel members of society by reporting on the development of problematic behaviors before they corrupt. The behaviors that seem to come from a certain player's property more so than others, so we are setting up a media district in their neighborhood where we will be able to keep a closer eye on the action and first on the story. We have also initiated the Thoughts and Prayers Act for the sake of the children's well-being. Once per turn, each household within the media district will take in a lost soul from another household to prevent the vulnerable from being exposed to corruptible and immoral behavior.
Ooh. Do I get to choose which property my meeple gets rehomed into?
yes, of course, because it is removing the potential problem people.
We'll see how we go. Now, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Alrighty, so I'm going to roll. Alright, I don't get a house. I do get 1 meeple per pickup. However, I'm going to rehome this person immediately. And I'm going to put them in this slum over here because honestly, I don't think they're fit for my neighbourhood. So, there they go.
You know, we try to provide a home for all, but I guess that's what I get for showing kindness and compassion.
Yes, well, the rabble will refuse to learn, won't they?
Anyway, I believe it is my turn. On that note.
So you'll be taking
dear.
on 2 additional meeple this turn.
And now you get to roll for a property.
Oh, well, there's some good luck there.
There we go, lucky devil.
Now, I am trying to drift myself away from the riffraff that's
I'm sure that
developing.
you have caused the riffraff at this stage, Mr. Rob.
And how many meeple does that leave me to having to harm this
That's
round?
2
2
meeple.
meeple, Mr. Rob.
I must place these 2 tenants in our new property.
And just in time, I believe that my queen, there is an update for you.
Oh, really? I do so love this. So good.
Our grand illustrious leader, who is most worthy of their immortalized iconic status, has granted us the honor of erecting a great wonder in their name. This awe-inspiring museum, which holds their glorious name, will inspire the world over, filled to the brim with a collection of the greatest treasures, our grand illustrious leaders' finest moments, and worldwide commemorations to the greatness of their glory. The properties surrounding this international treasure will be granted a chance roll, once per property per turn, to build additional properties in support of our tourism boom.
Yes, well, I'm glad that you finally decided that this person can't build houses in my zones, because quite frankly, I was beginning to feel cramped.
Each turn from now on, according to how many houses you have, you will receive a dice roll per property, an increase dice roll
Per house, is it?
per house.
Lovely. I'll just take that card for myself.
So how many chances do we get
Let's
this?
see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That
So
is
that
7
is
additional properties.
7 additional
Goddess.
properties. So next time I'll be rolling 22 times.
That's correct.
Alright, well there we go. And I pick up 1 meeple, but I also get to rehome 1 meeple. So I'm going to pop that there in the slums. And that's the end of my turn. It's your turn, Rob.
Alright. Very well played there. So I will go for my roll. Oh dear. Sadly, no new property for me.
Oh no, that was your chance roll to see if you get to pick up 1 less meeple. So you need to pick up 2 this turn.
Oh well, hopefully can get that new property though.
Let's see how you go.
Oh, I am going to just venture out into this corner here. And they can start a nice isolated life. Excuse me, a nice isolated life out here. And I believe that's my go.
Excellent.
As you can see, we have the beginnings of a very well-rounded city, my goddess.
Thank you.
There is one last choice for us to make.
Our liege, we come bearing great news of wealth, which we believe worthy of your glory. During a recent investigation into the ground minerals surrounding some properties in the area, we have discovered rich mineral deposits which will create godlike wealth and riches for you for generations to come. There is no cost that should concern you at all, only the potential of destruction of another player's property from a risk roll once per turn, but they might be able to keep their property if they roll 4 or above. Everything falls to your will, our liege, and we will commodify everything in your honor.
Oh, excellent.
Well, that's a bit extreme in my personal opinion, but I guess you have earned the most properties.
Look, innovation comes at a price, and sometimes that price is human. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll take my roll first then. Oh, would you look at that? You get another house. It's good to be me.
And I believe you do have that roll for each of your proproperties as well.
Yes, so it's
yes,
22.
I do. 22, yes, there we go. Well, I was unlucky that time. Only 7 extra properties. Oh well. Let's see. 1, too crammed. I mean, we might as well. 6, let's put some around the museum because only I can build there anyway, so might as well. 7. There we go. Now, I've got 1 meeple per pickup, which I am rehoming immediately into Rob's property. So, oh, there we go. Unfortunately, looks like that is over-occupied. You'll need to send all those to graveyard.
That's correct.
So that's including the people that
That is
Miriam
all
have
of those people. Yes.
placed in my property.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so my graveyard's starting to become just over half populated.
Looks like someone's property's been foreclosed on.
That's correct.
And I'll put another one right here next to the museum, which I own, by the way.
Yes, well done on all your successes.
Thank you. I deserve it.
Very deserved. Very well deserved.
Now, so Rob makes what? 1 saving throw.
Well, I
Property.
still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got to save 7 of my remaining properties. So any property I lose
Is immediately foreclosed on.
Is immediately foreclosed and condemned.
And
Alright,
the
so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls.
Alright, so I guess best of luck. Hopefully I save most of them.
Good luck, people.
7, so you can only take away 2 of my houses.
Excellent. Do I choose which ones?
of course, my liege.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'll take this one with this little person here. And I get a property
There
now,
goes the
don't I?
teacher. Obviously, she didn't choose the right career.
Pop a mansion in this area here.
And then you get to choose one more property.
One more. Alright, well, these ones on the outskirts are looking a bit dull. Take those away. There you go. Pop those in a graveyard for me, dear. And
Yes,
pop
yes, my liege.
another property just over here. Just going to reassert my dominance in that area. Lovely.
And that is my go.
And now I roll 22 times, is it? No more. Let's count.
Let's count.
30, 31, 32. Alrighty, here we go. 30. So that was
17.
17. Look at that. Now, I'm going to have to get another colour here because I don't have enough houses. 16 and 17. Now that's what I call urban sprawl, am I right? Okay.
I wonder how many you'll get next time.
I wonder how many years. Seems my growth is accrediting exponentially.
I believe the other one has to have a go as well.
Oh, this one? Yes.
Don't you have to have your proper zone?
Hmm?
Oh, you've already had that, your actual zone.
Oh yes, I need to roll again. 1. Tell you what, I'm just going to put a slum here as a joke. We might as well.
She does rule the land, so she's welcome to do as she likes.
I'm afraid so. Oh well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's see if I can get a new property at least. There you go.
You need to do some saving throws, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 saving throws.
6 saving throws. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's 4 condemned properties. I get to choose them, don't I?
You do.
Okay, well, I condemn that. I'll pop in the action there. Condemn this one. Action there. and I'll condemn this one.
Well, I'm afraid I've reached my limit.
Put a mansion here.
Unfortunately, I've got more than 20 people in my meeple graveyard.
Ooh.
So that therefore means I've been eliminated from the game. So, unpaid intern. I never got your name, but I don't need it. My liege, I officially hand in my resignation.
No. You are not able to resign. After
Ooh.
murdering as many people as you have, you will be off to maximum security, where you will be awaiting trial to see whether you'll be sentenced to the death penalty.